So, in the last video, I've defined the meaning of attributes and values on the A tag. Now I'll explain other attributes that can be used on other tags, as known as elements, which are these HTML tags. So, what I'm going to do here is write our head tag first. In the head tag, meta, I'll explain what that is in a second. Meta character set. Now, this attribute character set would tell the browser which character encoding you'll use for your HTML document. The default is UTF-8, which stands for 8-bit Unicode Transformation Format. If you would like to learn more about HTML character sets, you can visit this website here. And this document will tell you all the character sets you can use for your HTML documents in any version you would like to use. I'm gonna comment this out. Oh, and how I commented out like that, I pressed Command/ where the question mark is. I'm not gonna need that since it's a default. Now I'm gonna write meta. Okay, meta can also be used for when you want your website to be searchable throughout search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, any one of those. So here I have description, contents. I'm gonna say, I'll just say something for this website. So the description would show this content, meaning this content would be the description of the search link you're looking for. I'll show you, for example, like these words here would be the description. This would be the content of the description. The title would mean the link, like the link would say my first website. Words. Now the keywords are what the user types in the search bar in order to look for your content. So the keywords would include website, beginner, I'll just use these two for now. So if your description includes the word website, beginner, or if your title includes it, then it'll come up in the search engine, keywords. What keywords will show up? The viewport would mean which width that the document would fit in, whether it's mobile, tablet, the size of your laptop, the size of your desktop computer, anything like that. It'll scale towards any devices. So this is why it's also important to have attributes in the start tags. Well, actually, you can only use start tags can only be used in meta in the head section. This is another way to use attributes and values to support your HTML document. Okay. What I also want to share in the head section is using the title. Now the title is pretty easy. It'll this will show up in the tab of your website. I'll show you in a second. Now when I refresh, there it is, my first website, and the title element in the head. Okay. There are also other attributes that I would like to share is the style attributes. Style. I would like to change the color of the H1. Let's go to blue violet. Purple's my favorite color. And I want to change this color to let's go with blue. Save that. See, the color has changed. With you can do so many things with the style attribute. You can adjust the color. You can also change the font size. Font size, let's say 40 pixels. Font size could be changed. You could also add a border. Okay, and because there are so many ways to use a style attribute, you can visit w3schools.com. You can go to HTML styles, and you'll be provided a list from there. What I also want to explain about elements, since I've already defined what attributes are and its values and what it does towards a document, I also want to go into more on elements. I want to go over the types of elements. Types of elements. My typos. Types of elements are block elements and inline elements. It's not how you write a comment. Okay, now the types, the block elements. Block elements consist of H1 to H6, all the heading elements, the P elements, the div elements. I'll explain what div is in a second. Sure. Okay, and inline elements. They consist of the A, the button, label, and UL, then the list items, LI, UL, OL, stuff like that. So the block elements are elements that take up the whole page. Just notice that the border covers the whole page instead of just the subheading only, because it's a block element. If I were to change this H2 to a label, And then the border would only cover the subheading because it's an inline element. Let's see, I like to put a border on OL. Okay, I was wrong, that's a black element. Sorry about that. And I'll see if that's a black element. How I know the difference between a black and inline elements is black elements take up the whole page and inline elements take up part of the page, only the contents. Let's see about LI. Okay, that's also a black element. Okay, so all the lists are black elements. Sorry about that. Here's how the div tag works. The div tag is a block element that can hold one or many elements. For example, I put div. I want to wrap this in a div element or division, that's what it stands for. It's easier for me if I indent it. Command right bracket. I'll give it a style. Let's see, let's put a background color of, oh, I like this one. So this is a whole div that I put the background color on. It's a section of the document that you want to edit, that you want to put in a specific block. I like to give this a style too. I want to put a style on multiple elements, use div, span. What span does is if you want to change a portion of the contents. Okay, I have my H2. Now, if I want to change the style of just the computer whiz content, I would type span, which is also an inline element. And I can put style, just make this smaller size. Font size, let's go 12. Not small. So that's what the span does. Span takes up a portion of any elements, and you could change the style toward it, changes function towards it. You could change anything towards that specific content. And the last thing I want to go over are the HTML5 elements. Sorry. They consist of section, article, side, footer, and header. Headers, section, article, aside, footer. It should be in order depending on which layout you want for your website. It's not in a restricted order. I'll explain more on that in the next video. Take care. Bye.